Using StackHawk within your AI development workflow has never been easier, especially now that we've introduced the StackHawk MCP server. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to hook up the StackHawk MCP server with your Cursor instance so that you can directly use StackHawk right within the Cursor agent itself. Let's get started. So here I've opened up an existing project that I already have StackHawk integrated with. And you can tell because I have my StackHawk.yml, I've already got my application set up in StackHawk, which I'll show you back here. I have one called My AI App, but I want to be able to use the StackHawk functionality directly through this chat over here. To do that, that's where I'm going to add the StackHawk MCP server. Super easy to do, just a few steps. So first we'll come up to the cog here in the top corner, open settings, then go to MCP and integrations, then add custom MCP. Here, I'm going to paste in my MCP server config for StackHawk. You can see here that I've got this command, uvx stackhawk-mcp, and then I've also got this here where I'm going to add in my StackHawk API key so that I can directly have the MCP server talk with StackHawk. That said, I do need my StackHawk API key. Now, if I do have it as part of an environment variable, I can use it there. However, what I'm going to do for this is show you how to do it with just a hard-coded value here, just for simplicity. So if I come over into StackHawk, come to settings, then go to API keys, create API key. I'll call this Cursor MCP. Click continue, and that then creates my API key. I'll then grab this, then we'll come back over to Cursor, and I'll put this API key in place here. Then I'll save this, and from here, when I come back to Cursor settings up here, you can see that StackHawk is here in the MCP tools array, and I can see which tools are actually available to me that will then be available in this chat. If we want to check to make sure that it's working, let's get out of settings here, out of this, and say, please scan my project for any security vulnerabilities using StackHawk. And then just before we leave, you can actually see here in the corner, run StackHawk scan, and it's actually going to be running that scan in the chat over here via the MCP server. For more information on how you can get started with the StackHawk MCP server, go to www.stackhawk.com. Until next time, happy coding.